Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're hoping to start cleaning the inside of this thing. Before we do that, we need to make it so we can hopefully keep this rear window up. I got it temporarily taped up here. The sun and wind just tore up the wrap, so we're just gonna put more on there. Instead, we're gonna see if we can pull this track off or out, see if we can repair the wire rope, or at least get it wound up to where we can, because if I manually put power to the motor, it'll start working. Or directly put power, I should say, probably. So if we can get it to where it'll wind up and lift the window up and hold it in place, then we'll leave it like that and we can get it over there and start cleaning. Because it definitely needs it, and we'll take advantage of beautiful clear skies and warm, hot weather. We're in the mid to upper 90s. So we like to try to get the inside of the cars cleaned if we're gonna do them before smoke season comes, fire season. So we're gonna, I think it's, take these bolts here, should be 4 of them if I remember right, and then see if we can pull this track out. Okay, we got the bracket out. The window we pulled out too, because with the heat, the tape's just not able to, sun beating on it to hold it up. We're gonna address this problem first. We'll drop this motor out, unwind it, see if we can wind it back up. That's what we're doing now. There's 3 screws, Torx bit. We're gonna take those out. So you can see this wire is just destroyed. So we're not gonna even try to rewind it. I don't think it would work. Probably just causing no problems. So, all right, plan B. Without putting any money into it, we're going to figure out something, maybe cut a piece of wood that's going to hold the window up in place. Okay, so what we did was just put the window back in. We cut a little scrap piece of wood that we had, so it's nice and tight. It'll hold the window up. We'll stuff some foam pads in there in case if something does happen and it slips off the board, it'll land on that foam. Hopefully not break. So now, first step, before we pull over by the house, we're cleaning out the stuff in the back. Already pulled the bumper out, put it over in the back scrap pile. We're not gonna get rid of it yet because we gotta take the driving lights off and any hardware that's salvageable. Same with everything back here. We're not gonna throw anything away until we get ready to work on it. So we'll just kind of have everything contained. We'll get a tote, put it all into one tote. So even if it is damaged, at least we can see if there's something we miss that we might need off of it. So kids are excited. We'll get this back emptied out, then we'll drag it over there with the John Deere in front of the shop so we can start stripping down the interior. Once the interior is done, we'll clean the outside. All right, we're getting ready to, I guess, field day. See if we can detail, clean up the F-150. This is our 2005 Ford F-150 4x4 with the FX4 package we picked up. We've got this for $500. This is the only real damage to the frame that we can see right now. Obviously, the whole front end needs to be redone. What we're gonna do is clean it up and start with the inside. We took most of the parts out of the back of the bed. Now it should just be mostly trash. Let's see. Need to be cleaned up. Yeah. First we're gonna completely strip out the interior and clean it really thorough. Probably pressure wash the carpet, all the plastic trim panels, wipe everything down. Definitely needs it. Fortunately, the front seats are missing the headrests. We haven't found them yet. Maybe we will once we start tearing apart, but Back seats are complete. And actually, other than being filthy, are in fairly good shape. Go back around to the other side. It's gonna be interesting how the black plastic turns out. Gather up, figure out what parts we have, what parts we're missing. So, our original plan was to fix it, and replace the front end with I think a 2010 or newer front end, headlights, front fenders, and grille and hood, and then do like a solid axle swap with headliner's in pretty good shape, and try to clean it up. Solid axle swap with some custom suspension. Make it a nice off-road capable vehicle. But look at this. I wonder why the guy ended up rear-ending somebody. So that was our original plan, but now I'm kind of wondering, having discussions on, do we want to do that, or do we want to part this thing out, see what we can make out of it. There's a lot of good usable parts. One of the reasons we're thinking about parting it out is I got the title for it, but unfortunately they ended up signing the title in a whole bunch of wrong places, and took it down to the DMV, and the DMV won't accept it. They want a notarized bill of sale. Basically, our DMV is a little particular about titles. So we reached out to the guy we bought it from, and unfortunately he doesn't want anything to do with it. He's done with it, so he's not giving us any help there. Now there's one other option we can do. It's what they call a bonded title. It's kind of a pain in the neck. Gotta put in, you gotta jump through a bunch of hoops, and then once they give you the title, you can't sell it to anybody except somebody that lives in the state resident. Obviously the title will show a bonded feature on it, and then after 3 years it converts to a normal title. So that's definitely an option. I don't know if we want to do that route. We're actually, been looking at, the idea that we've been tossing around is parting this out and using the money we get from this to pick up a first gen Sequoia and build a vehicle off of that. Solid axle swap on the Sequoia. I used to have one. I wish I never sold it. I really enjoyed it. So we've been kind of looking at that. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Should we keep this, fix it up, build it into an off-road truck? This is an 05, and I think the 04 and 05 F150s had the most problems with their engines and transmissions, but everything's upgradable. Or should we part it out, see what we can make from it? There's a lot of good body panels. Pretty much everything is dent free on the passenger side, and there's only one small dent on the driver's side door, right below the mirror. You can barely make it out there. I think there's a lot of good usable parts. I'm gonna try to come up with an estimate on how much they go for. It is four-wheel drive. Yeah, let us know. Should we fix the F-150, or should we part it out and invest it in a Sequoia? Or if there's another vehicle you guys think we should look at buying and building into a project, leave a comment below. All right, so I got all the trash parts pulled out, vacuumed up the heavy stuff. Still got crap in there, but we'll pull this off and soak it. I just wanted to get the heavy stuff. You can see the seats, no tears in the rear seats. That's nice, I just need a good cleaning. We're gonna pull the seats out, pull the door panels off, pull the carpet out, see how good we can make it look.
Okay, we had a challenge here we had to overcome. It's a power seat, and it was scooted forward enough to where I couldn't get to these front bolts to pull the seat out, and it blocked the outside bolt on the rear. So since they cut the connectors off and for the battery, wasn't sure what I was going to do. I was able to pull this the switch that goes where the slider is, popped it out of the housing, and then I took my battery, grounded it out, and then used jumper wire and just touched right there. Let's see if I can focus. That middle terminal on that slider. So let's see if I can show you that one right there. And then you can actually hear the dash come alive and the seat moves back and forth. So that's how we're able to move the seat. All right. We'll finish pulling the seat out. We got the back seat out. That was fun. Trying to get to that back release. See how nasty it is back there. So hopefully this evening we'll get everything stripped out to where we can pull the carpet out in the morning and pressure wash it. See what kind of treasures we can find underneath the carpet. Okay, we got the driver's seat removed, and yeah, it's pretty disgusting. Pink. That is a doggy treat with dead maggots in it. I'm not a bug person. It grosses me out. You can see the difference in color on the carpet. It's pretty crazy and disgusting how people get to be like. But hey, let's see. Pull it apart. This is what we found under the rear seat. Sorry, the sun tried to block some of that sun. All right, we got the carpet pulled out. The F-150 sitting on the picnic table. And try to get it pressure washed and cleaned up before the sun goes down. Gonna see how disgusting it is. Yeah, let's see what it looks like, huh? Here's what it looks like underneath the carpet. Driver's side looks like they spilled quite a bit. That's the F-150. Several pieces of the plastic panels were faded by the sun. You can see how it was almost a gray color in some areas. So we used the heat gun method and applied heat to it, and you can see that it brings back that color really well. So we did this on several of them, and we're really happy with the final outcome. Okay, so we got everything cleaned up. Now it's time to put it all back together. You can see how nice the carpet turned out after we pressure washed it. Got a lot of the stains out. There's still some remnants of it, but the door panels cleaned up really nice, all the plastic trim. That heat gun method really worked, did magic on the plastic that was faded.
Pressure wash the motor area. Alright, so we are done cleaning up the F-150. All the body panels on the passenger side are in really good shape. Do a little walk around. There's no gloss to the wheels, but kind of a flat black finish. Bumper straight. Tailgate's got a good dent in it. The bed's scratched, but it's not too badly. Nothing, a nice little Raptor liner. Take care of. Got an electric power sliding rear window. You got pretty cool, good body panels on this side, except for a small dent right here. You can barely see, and there is a small dent right there. We'll go inside. Back seats. So it was missing these bolts. Which, if we want to, we can try to locate the two to hold that on. But that door cleaned up nice. Back seat cleaned up real nice. We don't have it all the way latched in there just because this is a pain to get out. The back section is, so everything's just finger tight on the bolts. So we can take it out quickly and easy. Headrests look nice. This back seat, this leather cleaned up nice. So you can tell they didn't use the back seat too much. Carpet even cleaned up nice. Center console's in. It was missing the headrest for the front seats. Let's see if I can get an angle of the. So that's the center console cleaned up. Dash. It's missing the radio. The plastic trim that goes over the ashtrays in the center console. Here's the driver's side. This door's all back together. You have a hole in the carpet there. Now this leather was neglected on these front passenger seats, or front room driver and passenger seats. I mean, we put some conditioner on it. It's gotten a little softer, but it's pretty dang hard. So we'll see. Here's our center console. The shifter's missing the top of it. We have not found that. The gauge cluster looks really nice. No damage to it. The dash. No damage to the dash, but this center console piece, they broke just about every plastic flange there is. There's the headliner. Not in bad shape. Could use some spot cleaning, but we'll see. We'll go around, check out the passenger side. Here's the engine. Cleaned it up yesterday. We're gonna try to get a battery hooked up, and I'm gonna have to get a key made, or buy a new ignition key and program it with my scanner and try to see if we can get the motor to start. I think that'll be huge if we can.
Again, this side, all the body panels are perfect. All the glass is good. Same thing with this seat. Hard. You see the dash is nice, glove box is intact. Gray and black combination. This door is all complete. All the hardware's there. Looking good. I'm gonna do the last door. Same with this one. Looking good. And this back seat just amazes us. Cleaned up real nice. Camera probably doesn't do it justice. The leather's not cracked. It's in good shape. So we'll see. Let us know what you guys think. Should we part it out or fix it up? If we keep it, we do have some hassles we got to deal with on the titling side, but nothing's impossible. To take an angle from this way, looks pretty good. Nice and black. Just got like a charcoal gray trim around the wheel wells and the bottom of the doors. So it looks nice, red, black, and gray. Good combo. I do have to crawl underneath, try to get the axle tag so I can find out what kind of axle, if it's limited slip, if it's what size. Alright, thanks for watching. Let us know what you guys think we should do. Comment below. Part it out.